And so I figured out that the best potential compromise, and I'm going to be writing AOC about this, would be that all we need to do is get a bunch of like Antifa kids to beat up the migrant children, and then there'll be $200,000 worth of concern right there. See?
Holy fucking shit. You solved the whole fucking crisis. Oh my god, man.
You're welcome, America.
This is a fucking problem solver right here that I apparently have color graded into black and white.
No, I did that.
Hang on, no, that's my fault. That's my fault. I'll fix it. Yeah. That's my fault. That's funny.
I'm really grayscale today. Yeah, it's been. I was asking Jeff before the show how he's been enjoying his Twitter vacation, and he hates it because he says everybody's wrong, and I understand that because, as we all know, tweeting at people who are wrong always changes their mind.
That's right. That's 100% correct. I hate that I am on Twitter vacation. I am on not a self-imposed, but an enforced Twitter vacation because, and this is the best part, this is why I'm on a Twitter vacation. Because I let people know that a man who tried to get another person killed by by police action was bragging about it, and he did that. I was letting people know that this dude calls cops and lies about them so the cops will show up and shoot them in the face. And then he didn't like that I was telling everybody about it and showing the video of him giggling about it to a girl, and so he flagged me down. So, hooray for that.
You just can't trust journalists anymore, can you?
Sure can't. It's so weird. It's so weird how much we're told on a daily basis we're not supposed to trust the media by people who turn out to be absolute intolerable cockbags. By all means, keep telling me how much you like that alternative media. I can't even humor it anymore.
Well, media people are, except Keanu Reeves, media terrible. Media people are all terrible, us included, naturally.
We stopped trying to do it serious, though.
That's true. Yeah, we only report on the important stuff. Like when I actually explain to people what we do on this show, the first go-to news item that I hold closest to my heart has to be the Noah's Ark recreation suffering flood damage that it was not insured for. I still love that. I think it's my favorite news story of 2019.
That's a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah, the floods suck. That whole matter of flooding sucks.
No. We hear the YouTube. We hear the late night saints take a very firm stance of flooding is bad.
Yeah. If you can avoid it, don't have a flood. Avoid them at all costs, unless you have a canoe. In which case, have a ball.
That's true.
Scottish people do that. The whole downtown area in some random city there's flooded, and there's videos of them just doing backstrokes through it as they get down to the shop. When life gives you lemons, go swimming. It's like the old wives' tale. Mother's milk said. The mother's milk, common wisdom from Mother Goose.
So here's a real question, not a joke though. Recently, in popular culture and on Twitter, I've seen a fuck ton of lemon references. What is that all about?
I haven't noticed these.
Oh no, like a lot. There's been some weird connections between lemons and politics and that sort of thing. Not organic olive and a lemon party. I know what that was about. I get
That's
that
the
joke.
only lemon references I've been hearing.
I get that joke. That's a totally different joke.
Are people graduating from milkshakes to lemonades now?
I don't think so.
That would be stupid because especially on a hot day, it's one thing to throw a milkshake. It's a waste of a perfectly good milkshake. But you got to be out of your fucking mind if you're going to throw a cold, crisp cup of lemonade away in 90-degree July heat.
Yeah. No, that's
who does that?
I got my lemonade.
Dead Wolf. No, I know a guy that can fix a flood. It's good pun.
I know a guy that can fix a flood. That's good. Wow. Oh boy.
See, I think personally, everybody just what they need to do for the summer violent protest things is instead of this milkshake thing. Because for one thing, let's keep in mind it's July. Tomorrow's the 4th of July, which technically isn't the day the Declaration of Independence was signed. But who gives a shit? But we can't be borrowing from the British like that. That shit's stupid.
Yeah.
Don't look how well everything's working out over there. We really want to copy them? No. What we need to do is we need to convince all of these Jack and Innies on both sides. And there's, as Sophane says, there's bad people on both sides. Hope Pat's watching. But no, convince them to go with Super Soakers and pool noodles soaked in neon bright paint.
Okay.
That way you can track your hits. And you know what'll happen? We'll finally bridge the gap between stupid left and stupid right with a Super Soaker fight in July.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, involving pool noodles.
Yeah. I do still really like the arena idea of, I mean, if you want to protest, like, we have the Free Speech Plaza. It happens to be in this pit down here. Don't mind all of the people in the stadium seating all watching. Don't worry about that. Just you go ahead and you do your protest. It's fine.
Or the apex predators, which come out of the floor periodically.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But you could psych them all up by letting them watch Gladiator in the same way that, like, you know, like some dumbass will play a bunch of Halo and watch like SEAL Team 6 movie and say, yeah, dude, I'm gonna go be Special Forces.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say to me, you little shit?
Yeah, right. Live action PUBG. No. The live action PUBG we need to save for, like, white collar criminals to do battle with bored just millionaires who they want to hunt the ultimate game. And yeah, we just need to wait for Trash Island to settle.
Mm-hmm. And
then we can make it both a vacation and a punishment, and we can call it, I can't say Running Man because somebody owns a trademark on that, so Joggin' Fella.
Okay, Joggin' Fella. Yeah.
Joggin' Fella games.
I like this idea.
Well, this is how you celebrate America Week, is you solve its problems. And that's what we're doing here today. We're solving problems.
I love the idea. See, like, Proud Boys want to march, Antifa want to counter march. So what we do is we get the Proud Boys to do a 9-man team, and Antifa gets a 9-man team, and we stick them into classic, and I mean classic, late 80s, early 90s American Gladiator style combat. And that's the obstacle courses with the softball gun and shit, like everything.
What if the root cause of all of this violence is the fact that we don't have American Gladiators on TV anymore?
Well, I think that's actually a reason for a lot of problems in today's society. But that aside,
that Bernie Madoff fella, you remember him? I remember him testifying in his fraud trial there. He said, I wouldn't have done it except I didn't have a chance to watch anybody traverse a gap on a handbike.
That's right. You know how long it's been since I've seen Sable's incredibly muscular yet suspiciously flat ass?
You know, actually, here's an interesting idea, though, because we could actually do, not even a joke, it just occurred to me. If we take the Ultimate Ninja competition, you know, where they have to, like, grip onto a big bell that slides down a ramp, and then they have to jump over things, and you know the one, right?
Yeah.
If we take that and mix it with MMA so that after, like, the two combatants do all these ninja moves, they meet on this epic platform and have, like, a badass karate fight.
Okay.
That's ultimate. That's an ultimate ninja right there. Especially if one of them shoots the other one with, like, a poison dart before he even makes it.
I think that might be a little bit too far. But I think that they should have to do battle on a podium over water.
Yeah. Or a bear pit.
No, I'm thinking we try and keep this not to turn into like a full blood sport. Instead, more for a spectacle, for people to watch, for people to enjoy.
Pillows that the audience fart on before they enter the stadium.
I am 100% okay with that one. Yes,
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
You fall into the flatulence pit. That way, it's not just a defeat; it's a humiliation.
I love my delicious strawberry lemonade and carbonated as well with some of my. You know what? Look, I'm getting so into fitness and shit. I have to find some way to spice up my fucking life. So me getting exciting is putting sparkling seltzer water in with my lemonade. Leave me alone.
Who was a contemporary of Arnold Palmer's that nobody liked?
That's a good question. I don't know.
That's what your drink is named.
Okay, I'll have to look that up. Like the runner-up in every PGA thing with Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, the Tesla to his Edison.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not gonna do CrossFit. Fuck off. All right, so don't fuck off, but BMX,
P90X.
P90X. Oh God, no P90X.
There you go.
Ominous Kelp subscribe. Thank you very much. Miles Swan resubscribed for 12 months so far. 1 full year, buddy. Wow. And he tossed a sub to EGT 1984. Thank you so much, buddy. Pinkies up in the chat. Pinkies up.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yami No Tenchi says, I live, but my face is swollen and hurting. Got to keep the tooth, though. Oh, that's good. I'm not starting a keto diet. Fuck that, man. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm not gonna do keto.
Atkins, bitch.
It's pretty much the same thing as keto anyway.
Is keto actually just rebranded Atkins?
Yeah, for the most part, it pretty much is. Yeah.
And wasn't Atkins actually just nonsensical horse shit?
No. It works, but it only works to a certain extent, and it works for a really specific reason. The proper way of doing a diet is you use more calories than you take in. So then you burn calories and you lose weight. That's like how your body works. But with Atkins and with keto is you don't take in enough of carbohydrates, and so your body has to literally eat itself to get the energy it would need from those carbohydrates.
Oh, my shit does that all the time.
Your shit
I'm
does... What?
No, I mean my guts and my digestive tract are constantly like eating away at my body because I don't have any food in the house that's not rice.
I think there's a lot of carbs in rice.
Yeah, but I don't always eat it.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't eat it, then yeah, you're not getting any carbs. So yeah,
that's my I'm gonna market this as a diet plan, and then they're gonna kick me out the food stamps rolls when they find out how much money I'm making.
That's right. That's right. I have a new diet. It's a great craze, and it works 100%. It's called Starve.
It's like well, I mean, we could call it. It's not Near Eastern medicine. It's southwestern medicine from the Africa region.
Okay.
They've been doing it forever. You notice there's not a lot of fat. There aren't many. You don't see many fat like Sudanese people, do you?
You know what? He's onto something here.
I am. Also, they're like really wiry and ripped, like Bruce Lee, except with no actual muscle.
True. That just gets in the way.
They're super toned. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I had this friend of mine for a very long time, Patrick, and he drank more beer than anyone I had ever seen in my life, yet the dude was always rail thin, and I couldn't figure out how the fuck he stayed in such amazing shape. I don't know if he was like in shape, but like thin. I don't know how he stayed so fucking thin all the time. And then I spent an entire weekend with him, and I realized what it was. We didn't eat.
Oh yeah, no, we beer drinkers are what doctors like to mislabel nutrient deficient, and then our digestive tracts get all fucked up and stop processing food, so we don't eat that food. But there's plenty of grains in PBR.
Just grains, but yeah.
Grassland creatures live on grains.
I did not see that dude eat one piece of food for like 4 days straight. He just drank beer, lots of IPA, and that was it. Just IPA, and he was
actual.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I've told you the story of the Doppelbock, right?
No.
That beer, the beer that the monks created for Lent, and it's like 7 to 14% on average.
Oh, sure.
Really sweet and really delicious, and they thought it was too decadent, so they sent a cask by horse-drawn carriage all the way down to the Vatican from their fucking mountain hideaway, and I think it was Germany. And then the Pope tried it, but it had been like baked under the sun and shaken up for like weeks, and it was just destroyed. It was terrible, broken beer, and he found it horrible. So he wrote back saying, "This is such a chore to drink. It would be good for your souls to make and consume as much as possible." And I still like to point out that I would have loved to have been in that monastery to hear the confused monks drunkenly reading that letter. Like, did we send them the right thing? Do you want to argue with His Holiness? I don't. I say we do what he says and just keep making all of this delicious liquid bread. And if anybody asks, it's terrible.
That's pretty great.
It's the best thing that's ever come out of the Catholic Church outside of whistleblowers.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's a priest fuck kids joke. Okay, Miles Swan with a ton of biddies. Thank you so much for the biddies, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's crazy though. Like, I wonder what exactly you could do to the process of making beer, so you could effectively turn it into alcoholic soylent.
Well,
Because soylent's a thing where you're supposed to be able to replace all of your dry food. You just drink these drinks, and it's everything that you would need throughout the day for a perfectly balanced meal.
yeah, but it wouldn't work though because the liver would get overtaxed with the alcohol and wouldn't process any of the food correctly, which is what's going on with my digestive tract.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah. Nice thinking, though. I mean, again, we're here to solve America's problems, and feeding the chemically dependent. That's top on the list.
Absolutely, 100%.
For less
if
than
we just got
for less,
those migrants strung out on something, then we would have some money to help get them. Never mind. We don't have money for
No.
that either.
Yeah, no, instead, but I mean, like, we take the libertarian sort of like conservative approach to it and saying, like, well, fuck what government spending is. Let's rely on charity. And I can do a whole series of infomercials like for the price, for less than the price of a Blockbuster DVD rental a day, you can sponsor an alcoholic. Hey, it's only $5.50 a day for a 6-pack PBR.
That's wait, no. Okay, I got it. So we take all these migrants down by the border, right? We have them all sign up and serve a tour of duty in the military. And then once they've proven that they're actually, served the country, especially maybe in some foreign war, and they come back, then we'll have the money to help them out, right?
No, we do that now, except now we're also denying the people who went and served in that war the citizenship that we told them that they'd have.
Oh, damn. So
Yeah.
what you're saying is we really just need to have these people beaten up by Antifa, and then, it'll be all taken care of.
Exactly. I mean, like, private charity will take care of them to the tune of around $174,000 a piece.
So do we need to, get every single veteran, maybe, homeless and sleeping on the street, maybe we need to shuffle them out
No,
into these,
no,
and they'll get beat up by Antifa, and then they get money too?
No, we can't. No, we're not going to do anything for those guys. What did they ever do for us?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Shit. Well, sorry, I don't know. I got some weird ideas in my head today.
Well, speaking of weird ideas, let's go into this first news item because we've discussed Proud Boys, we've discussed Antifa a little bit, we've discussed migrants, we've discussed American Gladiators, but let's not forget about the Straight Pride Parade.
Oh God! Oh my God! How could anybody?
Did you know there are straight people?
I had heard a rumor that there were, but it was just that it was a rumor. I apparently did not get all this.
Somebody's taking Olive's latest video seriously. You got to free the burp.
Yeah. Beep. There we go.
Yeah. So.
Is this me?
Yeah, you can have it.
Oh, good. I love getting mad.
No, he won't. No, he won't get mad.
Okay. Boston's Straight Pride Parade organizers were mailed envelopes full of glitter and Bible verses. Oh, yeah, no, this won't make me mad at all. The organizers of Boston's Straight Pride Parade said they received suspicious letters in the mail Monday, prompting authorities to investigate the items, which turned out to be envelopes filled with glitter. The Massachusetts State Police Bomb Squad and the FBI and local authorities all responded after calls came in from Woburn, Salisbury, and Malden, the WBC TV.
Salisbury, Malden, yeah.
What?
Woburn. Salisbury.
Salisbury.
Never mind, I won't even ask you to pronounce Leominster.
The letters are apparently sent through U.S. Postal Service with no return address. We, of course, called the police. I mean, why would we open something like that? John Hugo. What? An organizer of Straight Pride told the news station, if it's nothing in it, it's still terrorism. Wait, well, hang on. Okay, hang on. Do I have any alcohol in here? Fuck me.
Knew you'd need it. Yeah. I like how we're just definitions of terrorism, though. It's just so easy to make it anything now. Like, I could actually accuse the people who send me those annoying coupon newspapers that nobody wants.
Terrorism.
Stuff. That is terrorism. I gotta, I had to throw this things out.
Actual terrorism. Oh my
Got
God.
haul them all the way up from my mailbox there, and then just drop them without looking into the recycling, along with my Comcast bill.
Even if it's nothing in it, it's still terrorism as far as I'm concerned, because obviously it's meant to intimidate us. You poor little fucking snowflake. You
You got
poor
you got
gentle lamb.
you
This
got
man's
mail.
You got mail. This man's whole body, his whole dermal layer is as thin as the skin on his balls. When the
But now
wind blows, he cringes from the pain. Fuck this
but
guy.
but at the same time, it's also now very glittery, hopefully.
Oh God.
Mm.
It's like sandpaper, okay? I have very sensitive skin. Another organizer, Samson Raccoon. Samson Raccoon said there was tape around the envelope where it was sealed, and so all these are red flags for me. He added that he shook the letter and could hear something rattling around inside. Obviously, it was sarin gas because I heard that there was a straight white male loose in the wild, and they needed to put it down humanely. God, dude, I'm starting to sound like a fucking SJW, I swear to Christ.
I know. It's hilarious. Can't wait for you to get... No, I mean, just think, if you keep it up, when you come back to Twitter, they'll just give you a blue check mark.
I can't, dude, I can't help myself. I'm not trying to, like, say this like an SJW says it, but, like, this is so fucking hilariously, like, wussy.
Stupid.
It's so pussy.
Yeah.
It's, where are these people's balls?
Well, this is, I mean, come on, Jeff. I mean, we know that, like, you know, like, so for a long time we all made fun of SJWs because they treated victim culture and, you know, victimhood like it was like, you know, victim bucks, victim points, right?
Right.
Well, the thing is like, you know, you got to admire when certain people pick up on a tactic which seems to work in certain communities, and they're like, I can do that too.
Sure.
Me too. I can do that. I can do that. I could be victim, and like I got glitter in the mail. I'm in the support group now.
I got glitter
mail.
bombed by Bearing
Yeah.
Cab. Did he glitter bomb you?
No, Bearing Cab never did, but I actually still have the glitter bomb I was sent, and apparently it's a glitter dicks.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the right time to use it, like a straight pride parade.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wish this was an Onion article, because it's like, you know, local conservative patriot terrorized by government employee daily visiting his door attempting to deliver communications that are unwelcomed.
It wasn't powder, it was bigger than powder. It felt more granular in nature, bigger than sand. I was immediately alarmed, of course, Raccoon said. But what were believed to be threatening letters turned out to contain Bible verses and colored glitter. The Super Happy Fun America group confirmed in a statement online that the packages contained no explosive devices or dangerous substances. We were told they found glitter and vague, ominous letters. A fourth letter was reportedly addressed to a Boston City Hall employee. Officials are working to determine if it's connected to the other three letters. There is no immediate threat to the public.
You know, I hadn't read the entire thing, so I thought you were kind of ad-libbing with the Super Happy America Fun Group, but...
Nope.
Look at... Oh, no. Wait a second. Hang on. Yes. No, I see it. Take the first letters. It says... Ag.
What?
Of the Super Happy Fun America group. If you take the first letters, it's... What's that thing where you take the first letters of everything?
Schwa? It's schwa?
No, it's... Fag. See?
But yes, apparently the people who are throwing the straight pride parade are called Super Happy Fun America. It's great to be straight. Okay.
Well, to follow up on this, though, because this is not a new form of terrorism. In fact, a friend of the show, friend of ours, well...
No, go ahead. Just go ahead. I'll read these in a second.
Oh, well, no, read those first, because we can expand on the terroristic activities where they learned it from.
Well, these are the comments left. Evan says,
You guys are doing a great thing. I think people in this country are really being influenced by all the non-healthy, irregular relationship ideas that exist. Keep up the good work for helping to normalize the thought process towards relationships.
Thank you, Steven Crowder.
Wholesome says,
It's so worrying to see heterophobia is still rampant in our Western societies.
It's so worrying to see heterophobia. Oh.
Seriously, come on, man. It's not there's no laughing matter. I've personally been at, I accidentally ended up at a gay bar. I was just cruising around, and I was assaulted by a drag queen, a whole pack of radical communist drag queens, and they just kept kicking me, saying, "Take that, you straight person, you vagina lover." Ha! They stomped me with their hooker heels. One of them had a goldfish in it. I felt so bad for the goldfish. It got all shaken up. They're animal cruelty, too. It's terrorism. And they threw glitter on me and spit in my mouth.
Let's see. Okay. Some of these are pretty good, are just regular people.
I'm gonna have to go and establish a profile on this site, because I think Mustang Patriot 95 needs to get out of his Fox News bubble. And needs to start talking to some real patriots.
Man, all right, okay. That's pretty much the only ones that were positive, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm. That's positive.
Yeah.
Well, but to follow up on this, in case anybody's forgotten, a friend of the show and a noted political terrorist himself, once famously glitter bombed another proud straight man in full view of the public, and the police did nothing. Jeff, roll the tape.
What are you talking about? Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, sorry. Jesus Christ.
Okay, thanks very much for coming out today.
One more thing. Jesus told me to make Granitary Day. Mr. Supreme. All right, he's turning gay. He's turning gay. Want to see it? Mic check. Mic check. Welcome to the New Hampshire primary. You have been occupied.
Welcome.
You have been occupied. Thank you.
I know those people.
I still want to make love to you, Randall. I still want to make love to you.
Any reaction to Vermin Supreme?
It was fun.
Fun?
He's good.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Uh-huh.
Got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, that he does.
Saturday Night Live should hire him as a writer.
Yeah, Randall Terry is like a noted homophobe who kind of tries to semi-satirically run for the Democratic nomination periodically.
Yeah.
So when Vermin found out, and also because Vermin found out there would be cameras, and it was politically oriented, Vermin said, I need to go there. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure when he goes out, he usually has his pockets full of glitter just in case.
Oh, yeah, just in case it's going to be relevant.
Self-defense purposes,
Cheers to you, Vermin Supreme.
It's my boy. Okay, actually, we should have him back on the show soon. Oh, yeah, wait, no, that's right. We were going to get him and Lord Buckethead to come on for the election.
Yeah, hardcore political episode where we get the two most serious candidates from both the states and England.
Yep, to break it down for us.
Yeah,
maybe get
political analysts.
Are you opening a bag of chips or something? What is that?
No, I got a wig.
Oh. All this talk of straight pride made Jeff feel like he needed to be a bit prettier for the audience.
I just remembered that I got it. I was like, yeah, fuck. I hope this will work for a fucking Hemlock Moonwolf. I'm chopping all my hair off.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about ready to do the same. Oh wait, you're going for that Hawkeye fro hawk thing, aren't you?
Yeah, the Mohawk guy.
Well, it's an option.
And because Hemlock Moonwolf kind of has like a Karen haircut, or he did at the beginning.
Bob?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bob, but it's not really a bob. It's more like, I don't know how you would describe it. How do you describe that shit? It's not important.
No, it's just he was very pretty. He's very, very pretty.
Very pretty. Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, the next story we've got is it's funny and sad and funny. I just thought it was fucking weird.
Weird.
That's not a wig, Jeff. That's a gyroscope.
It's the stand for the wig, so I could set this. Whatever. Leave me alone. All right. We're gonna. Okay. Here's the next one.
Yeah. So apparent airplane stowaway falls from sky into a London garden. Did you catch this one earlier in the week?
No, I don't think I
No?
did.
Residents of London's Clapham area got a shock Sunday afternoon when they discovered a body in the garden of a neighborhood home and called police. The body is believed to have fallen from the sky. Met Police said that they suspect the person was hiding in the landing gear of a Kenya Airways flight and fell as the plane was approaching Heathrow Airport.
Oh.
The body, which police said is believed to be male, has not been identified, so I guess gravity kind of did him in a bit excessively. One resident described a close call with the BBC, saying he heard a loud sound and that when he looked outside, he saw blood all over the walls of the garden. He said the body had landed next to a neighbor who was sunning himself in the garden. A little bit of a little shade passed over him. He thought it was a bird and was dreadfully wrong. The resident said he found his neighbor very shaken. If it had been 2 seconds later, he would have landed on the common where there were hundreds of people. My kids were in the garden 15 minutes before he fell. The unnamed resident told the BBC. Clapham Common, a public park, is less than a quarter mile from the street where the body landed. One of the reasons his body was so intact was because his body was an ice block, the resident said.
Good Lord.
At some typical flight cruising altitudes, the temperature is far below freezing. The body was found off Offerton Road in South London, about 15 miles east of Heathrow Airport. Police said they initially declared the area a crime scene, but later said the death is not being treated as suspicious, just very, very strange. An autopsy will be conducted once he's thawed. As for the Kenya Airways plane, quote, a bag of water and some food were discovered in the landing gear compartment once it had landed at the airport, so those didn't fall out.
Right.
Kenya Airways did not immediately respond to NPR's request for comment. It told Reuters that the flight was coming in from Nairobi, a journey of 4,250 miles that takes 8 hours and 50 minutes. This guy really wanted to get to London.
I guess.
It is unfortunate that a person lost his life by stowing on board one of our aircraft, and we express our condolences, Kenya Airways told the wire service. To who? You don't know who it was yet. You cannot express general condolences when you don't know who it was or who remains. This is unfortunately not the first apparent stowaway whose body is dropped from the skies over London, so this is a common problem. In 2015, the body of a man who fell from a plane was found on the roof of an office building in the city. Another man was found in critical condition that day in the undercarriage of a plane that had landed in Heathrow from Johannesburg. Jesus Christ. Johannesburg to London.
Wait, the dude was gonna try and ride in the landing gear. Wow, no, that's a fucking terrible idea. Oh my God.
Well, and in 2012, the body of a man believed to have fallen from a plane en route from Angola was found in a London suburb. This is going to be like, I just can't wait to hear Sargon talk about this influx of migrants.
Yeah. They're coming in the plane landing gear, mate.
They're falling out of the sky. This is why we need a hard Brexit now. But yeah, so people falling out of the sky is apparently a semi-common thing in London. I've never heard about this happening stateside. I've just heard about the myth of blue ice, which is, poop and pee. But that's because, that's what we drop.
That was always a myth, though. That was never proven.
Yeah, but apparently Africans falling out of the sky from London is, like, serious business.
I guess so. Jesus.
Yeah. How fucking... Johannesburg, though. That's South Africa.
Yeah.
You're talking... I mean, at that point, did they just circumvent the South Pole? No, that would still take longer. So, yeah, they're just basically going the entire longitude of the planet.
Yeah. That is what they're doing.
Just to get to London, of all places.
Yeah, gross, weird.
That's like clinging to the undercarriage with your fingernails of a freighter truck to get from, like, El Paso, Texas to Baltimore. Like, why Baltimore? Why would you do that?
I was gonna say Milwaukee, but Baltimore's a little bit more apt. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's fun. Red Letter Media's in Milwaukee.
I'll be honest with you.
You know what's in Baltimore? Nothing.
Kinda retarded.
Fucking nothing's in Baltimore. They got crabs.
John Waters.
Okay, John Waters and crabs. Yeah.
Yeah, they got.
But if you're coming out of El Paso, Texas, John Waters is probably not the person you want to get crabs from.
No, probably not. Actually, that's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. Yami says, I'm in such a daze. Like, I know I'm in pain. I can understand I'm watching you guys. I honestly would like a hug. I'm in pain and slightly out of my mind. Sorry, Yami. Adi Monster says, hey, John Hugo, I'm stoked for your straight pride parade, mate. Cool of you to stand in solidarity with all the straights who got excommunicated from their families for loving the opposite gender. Super cool of you in your salmon shorts, bud. Also, fuck you.
You and your salmon shorts.
Yeah.
They just-
Oh, no. Oh, God, Larry, what is this?
you just gotta show up to the straight pride parade in jorts, you know?
Jorts, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what I need more of in my life is jorts.
Yeah, just cargo jorts, and you can wear socks with your Birkenstocks.
And Larry with the 25 says, I think Jonathan Davis said it best.
Yeah.
So that
Happened.
medley that I think it was that the song Twist?
That one?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was the song Twist.
You wrote it.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of drugs ago. I attempted to sing that a cappella at a party at a swimming pool when I was in high school.
How'd that go over? Yeah. I mean, I'd say part of me wants to say he's like really hamming it up, but then I've had that happen.
Yeah, I've had that happen too. There's nothing
Yeah.
crazier than falling forever.
No, that's how Douglas Adams told, that was Douglas Adams' instructions for how to fly. You fall down, and then at the very last moment, you somehow fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then you have to continue fucking up your fall until you complete it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need more Douglas Adams.
Falling but failing. The man was a genius. 100%. Him and Terry Pratchett.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Pratchett was really just right behind Douglas Adams as far as that craft.
Well, I mean, Pratchett, were they contemporaries or Pratchett come after?
They were contemporaries.
Yeah.
More or less, they were contemporaries.
Well, I mean, I remember too, like Douglas Adams was an executive producer on Doctor Who for like a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably one of the better seasons.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Larry, for that.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. Oh my god.
Also because it's July. And so watching people shovel snow is exactly what we need on a hot day like this, where we complain. I don't know if it's strictly a New England thing, but we have this tradition where we will complain about how hot it is until it gets cold, and then we will complain about how cold it is.
Until we get hot. Yeah. That's pretty much everywhere, I think.
Well, we do it better. We invented it.
Except in New Orleans. Nobody complains about it being too hot in New Orleans.
You never complain about the weather in New Orleans.
No.
Even when it's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
You're like,
no.
oh,
You never-
shit. Flood washed away half the town. We better have a parade and a party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never complain about the weather in New Orleans because it's always bad. Like always. It's always bad. The weather is never ever good in New Orleans. If for some god-awful reason in New Orleans it's actually a temperate like climate, it's not too hot, it's not cold or anything, because it can get cold for like 5 days. It gets bitter cold, and then all of a sudden it's hot as fuck again.
And it stays humid though.
Yeah.
So the cold gets in through the fibers of your very flesh and just is like, hey, bone, cool.
Yeah.
Guess what you're not gonna get to do? Be warm.
Mm-hmm.
Put on as many blankets as you want. Fucking hump that space heater. Not gonna help you.
And if for some reason it's like a temperate temperature, there's no wind. And when that happens, the whole city smells like a fucking armpit because it's in a bowl. It's in a fucking bowl. And
The only place worse I'd say, in terms of like the smell and the humidity and all that, is DC.
DC's really bad too, yeah.
DC's because it's a swamp.
Yeah.
You know,
DC's
and
nasty as fuck.
yeah, although I mean, I remember I was working there when I was down there with the old Acorn doing the community organizing in like Anacostia and in the like shooty shoot places.
Alexandria Ocasio?
When I was organizing all up inside Alexandria Ocasio.
Okay.
And well, I met her in this vacant parking lot. You see, she had the good girl pants on. But yeah, that shit was like that humidity was like that was the first time I genuinely felt like I was swimming down a sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you can cut it with a knife. Except why use a knife? Because there's so many guns, you can shoot that fucking air. Fuck that shit. Also
living in the
DC
tropics.
sucks.
Living in the tropics is like that too all the time. It's like soup.
Except it's not filled with DC people. So
No, that's the best part. There are no DC people at all.
Yeah.
Because DC people are fucking terrible. Oh my god.
They are.
All right, let's go to our next one.
That's what makes New Orleans tolerable.
It's because the people are amazing.
Yeah, and the weather's so oppressive that it forces you to slow down. So when all the Yankees are like, "Oh, you guys are all slow and lazy," you're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
come on down. Why don't we have a foot race?"
I'm gonna just watch you run your little heart out. You just have fun.
I'll take a stroll down the sidewalk. I'll see you in about 50 yards. I'll help you. I'll even help you up.
New Orleans is a city that you can take pride in getting fat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a real thing. There are fat people all over the place, but like if you're fat in New Orleans, but you're active and you're fat, people aren't like, "Oh, you're fat." They're like, "You are accomplished and like to eat." I am totally down with this.
You, sir or madam, are a trooper.
Mm-hmm.
You walked all the way here from your house, half a block away. Have a Cuban pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah.
Have two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you can play music, like everybody wants to get you fat. They're just like, "Oh, you gotta eat. Oh, you gotta eat. We know how this city treats musicians. We gotta make sure you well fed." Which, in truth, the city treats musicians amazing.
Well, the guitarists, like, they hold their guitars out here because they rest them on their guts.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Big old blues musician, and like their heads just bob around like this.
Fuck, man. God damn it.
Oh yeah, Canuck. No lie. If you have any ambitions on getting out of whatever town you're in, just go to New Orleans. You'll never want to leave, unless it doesn't work out for you, in which case then you'll have to leave immediately.
Yeah, real quickly. That's what happened to me twice.
Never me.
Lived there for 10 months, then I had to go. Lived there for 11 months, and then I had to go again. Anyway. What's next? Oh, yeah, here we go. Restaurant adds quirky "my girlfriend is not hungry" option to menu for couples. I like this one.
I do too.
Have you ever gone out on a date only to find that when you get to the restaurant for dinner that you're not very hungry? You could probably go so far to steal a few chips off your dining companion's plate. You certainly couldn't manage a whole portion by yourself. If the answer to either of these questions is yes, one establishment might have come up with the perfect solution for you. That's because Mama D's Diner in North Little Rock, Arkansas, has added a very special and unusual offering to their menu. They call it the "my girlfriend is not hungry" option. Add extra fries to your entree and fried chicken wings 2 or fried cheese sticks 3. The hilarious promotion is listed under the side dishes on the menu and allows a person to add a few extra items of food to their order for the friend or partner to steal/enjoy. You can choose to add extra french fries as well as 2 fried chicken wings or 3 fried cheese sticks. User named Nick Chisler was among the first to spot the offering at the restaurant and quickly snapped a photo, which has since gone viral on social media. Thousands have liked and shared the picture, with many tagging their significant others and praising the diner for the quirky deal. One person commented, "Best menu I've ever seen." Another wrote, "Finally, someone got it right." "This restaurant gets me," added a third user. "Petition for every restaurant to do this," proclaimed yet another empty-suit, empty-headed, talking fucking wanker. However, not everyone was quite so impressed with the idea as others branded it sexist and one-sided. Of course they did. Fire them into the sun.
You know the publication that did it, right?
Who? Wait, should I guess?
Well, you guess the parent company.
Whoever owns Jezebel.
Nope. Well, no. No.
Okay.
Vox.
Was it? That was my second guess. Is Vox?
Vox. Well, apparently Vox maintains a foodie blog because ruining everything else in culture just isn't enough. You got to ruin food too. Carlos Mazza shows up like, "What if I don't have a girlfriend?" And everyone's like, "No one would be surprised."
He's gay. That would
Jokes,
be why.
man,
Okay,
Steph.
all right. According to Eater, Mama D's isn't the first American restaurant to offer this kind of deal. They explain that J-Dub Restaurant in Oregon and the Hump Spot in New York both offer an option to add extra fries to your order, while Wisconsin-based Tangled Hickory will give you extra chips and onion rings. Similarly, a place called the Tipsy Coyote in Scottsdale, Arizona, titled their entire salad menu, "My Girlfriend's Not Hungry." That's pretty great.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that picture?
That's a baby. It's a baby's face with a hole in the top of his mouth where he keeps quarters.
A huge black mark in the kid's mouth is. What is that mark?
Now, to be honest with you,
Go ahead and take a look there, then.
I'm kind of retarded.
See, I have what? I have. This is all right. It's actually is what?
Let's see. The doctor tried to say that it was a birthmark, but she knew it wasn't that. Could be a birthmark. Only to find out it was a cardboard from a box Bella chewed stuck to the roof of her mouth.
What a story, mirror.co.uk.
My fucking god. The brilliant. An emotional roller coaster, everybody. Emotional roller coaster. Holy shit.
It's a good thing no Africans had fallen out of the sky that day.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we would have never found out a baby chewing on cardboard and going to the doctor. It's like, you do understand these things poop pennies, right?
The name of the kid is the name of the kid, Depreta? Depreta? Was it really?
Deprita?
Depreta? Okay. Darian, that was their last name. Their last name was Depreta.
Avrisados asks, why was the baby chewing on cardboard? Because it was left alone with cardboard for more than 20 seconds.
What does Depreta mean in Portuguese?
Bar? Wait, bar?
Of/from black.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. Okay, that's kind of meta.
Yeah. Racist too somehow. That's a terrible picture. And nobody thought to just, like, not even the doctor thought, like, he's like, it could be a birthmark, or I don't want you to be too worried. It could be some form of cancer. We'll have to run some tests. First, though, puts on a glove. Oh. It's cardboard.
It appears to be cardboard.
Forget that whole cancer thing.
Babies?
Sorry I let you linger in that.
Babies chewing on things? What? Weird. Jesus Christ.
What, it looks like something from the Alita manga. See, that's why I don't read manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we prefer to be surprised.
Yeah, that, and if I want to read a book from, in the opposite direction, I'll just go back to being Jewish.
You can never stop being Jewish. Let's be fair.
No, they told me that as long as I keep applying the gelatin substance that guy sells me, that the foreskin can grow back. It's like goop for men.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
You have to, like, swab your urethra with it like twice a.
Cease. Anime Moon says, "Welcome back, Jeff. I want to put down a challenge for the month of July. If you guys build up 3,500 Streamlab donations this month, I want you to play the free game Doki Doki Literature Club on stream. Do you accept this challenge, my friend? If we build up $3,500 in Streamlab donations this month, well, sure. I mean, fuck, dude. For $3,500, I'll
Staple gun that wig to your grundle.
no.
You make a puppet out of it.
Staple gun? No. Stapler? Sure.
We'll let him watch some playthroughs of Doki Doki, and then he can decide between those two things what he wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, fuck,
Yeah.
dude. Of course, yeah. Like, I kind of understand Doki Doki. I haven't played it myself, but I know enough that I'm not going to be surprised when it starts to change, but I don't know how weird it gets. So, yeah.
But all the same, yeah. So you guys, come on, make with the 3,500 and scratch there. Come on. I ain't gotta do shit. Just to stream Kingdom Come Deliverance. Finally got it, by the way.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sucks because I got it twice. First, I got it donated by somebody last, I believe, Friday. And then Warhorse Studios on Twitter was like, "Oh, this guy wants to play Kingdom Come. Here's a key to the game and all of the DLC." Thank you.
Just the people who made the game are just like, yeah, no, here's a key.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
I guess,
really nice of them.
Well, they wanted to see me stream it, and when they sent it to me, they're like, "And if you already have the game, feel free to give like a key out to like one of the members of your streaming community." I'm like, "Okay, I'll come up with like a giveaway contest dealio." Yeah. Like somebody like, like maybe like somebody like tweet good shit that you do for strangers at me, and the winner gets a free copy of Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Addy Monster says, huh?
No, it was an idea.
Addy Monster says, foreskin does grow back. You just have to drink the jelly juice. Duh. How does it feel that your show is old enough to have dead memes? Yeah, no, I fucking...
No. That would be Jimmy Juice. It's for your Jimmy.
The jelly juice meme is
I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm kind of retarded.
Also means penis.
Yami says, I don't remember how I got into bed, but I managed to keep the tooth, so woo, sorry I'm not in my top game tonight. You already told us that. Not that you were in bed, but that you get to keep the tooth. But
well, congratulations on getting to keep 2 of your teeth.
Yes, we are very happy for you. Jack Daniels' girlfriend resubscribed, 8 months so far. Let's get some fucking pinkies up in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Very, very sweet.
So this is another fucking weird story. As you can see from the headline, Indian man 20 wakes up at his own funeral after being pronounced dead by doctors. You won't believe why they did that. An Indian man who'd been declared dead woke up just before he was about set to be buried during a funeral ceremony, according to reports. Mourners for Mohammed Furqan, 20, was declared... Mourners at Mohammed Furqan, 20, was declared dead by Indian medical professionals, but you guys, oh my God. Lucas Michaelionis of Fox News, you just ran the original Indian story through Google Translate, didn't you?
I think he probably did, actually, yeah.
Well played. Now I have a new segment for when I host the show myself. Was declared dead by Indian medical professionals, but his surprise awakening at his funeral in the northern Indian city of Lucknow, what a name, shocked mourners. I would think so. He was immediately brought to the hospital and put on a ventilator to support him, according to The Independent. Furqan had been unconscious since June 21st when he got into an accident. Doctors declared him dead on Monday, but coincidentally, only after the man's family told the hospital that looked after him they no longer had funds to pay for his care.
Whoa. Hang on a second. So the family was like, we don't have any money, and we can't...
well, sorry, then your son is dead.
Yeah.
He's been dead for a while. I just was waiting for the check to bounce.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, the family told the Hindustan Times that the situation left them traumatized because they not only had to come to terms with Furqan's passing, but then to see him move during his funeral. Devastated, we were preparing for his burial when some of us saw his movement in his limbs. We immediately took Furqan to the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, where the doctors said he was alive and put him on ventilator support. That was his brother. Devastated, we were... Oh, wait, they just block quoted that. We had paid 7 lakh, which is $10,000, to the private hospital earlier. Private healthcare.
That's what you get with private healthcare. Yeah.
When we told them that we had run out of money, they declared Furqan dead. See, I'm actually seeing the solution to the medical debt problem here is because instead of going into debt and having them bill you, you have to pay up front, or they'll just say you're dead.
You know what they should have done? They should have just had Furqan get punched by a couple of Antifa, and then they would have been able to pay for his medical insurance.
I don't think they have Antifa over there. I think they have Pakistanis.
Well, then maybe that's the solution to India's problems. They need Antifa to punch people who need money.
Yeah. You know, I got to say, over the last few years, Antifa has addressed a lot of serious issues with their punchings.
That's
Because,
true.
I mean, they punched Richard Spencer, and then racism was over.
Yeah.
That worked out great.
You know, it seems almost like their punching really only tends to get people stuff that they really don't want to have get stuff. Yep. Maybe
You can punch me, but not in the face, because this is my moneymaker here.
Mm-hmm.
I need this. But, I mean, if you want to, like, punch me in the arm, that should get me, like, a good 5 or 10K or something, right?
Nah, maybe 5.
Well, the city's chief medical officer also told the outlet that an investigation is underway into the country's medical practices. I fucking hope so. Jesus, sweet Jesus, God, Mother Mary, Monkey Milk. We have taken cognizance of the incident, and the matter will be thoroughly probed, unlike most of the patients in our hospitals. Narita Agarwal told the outlet, the patient is in critical condition, but definitely not brain dead. He has a pulse, blood pressure, and his reflexes are working. He has been put on ventilator support. And just when I think things can't get any dumber, I see a big old picture of Silk and Diamond at the bottom, reminding me that we are all in hell. This is Jacob's Ladder, folks. These are the monsters that come for you. But still, so
how did Silk and Diamond become a thing?
Because conservative media celebrates simple people.
Okay.
I mean, shit. I saw, actually, Sester shared it on Facebook. Steven Crowder had a meeting with a historian who decided to tell us all about the First Amendment. And when I did a single Google search on the name of the historian, turns out he has no historical credentials whatsoever. He does have a degree in Christian education from Oral Roberts University, so hats off to Steven Crowder.
Holy
Sorry.
shit.
I genuinely couldn't believe, like, and that's the thing, is that's where you get Silk and Diamond, because a lot of the people who follow that kind of shit, you know, the kind of people like, I don't trust the media except for that one what the president really likes, because I don't believe in state media, they'll buy anything.
Yeah. I can't. I'm.
But hey, let's focus on the good side of things. Mohammed Dar, he's alive.
Good for him.
Still alive after being not dead and almost buried by his family.
Hey, fam, start hopping into the Discord. We're going to start rolling here in a minute. And you can tell me how much of a libtard soy boy cuck I've turned into. Nicky Ficky says,
to be cool, Jeff.
I used to be cool. Here's some bits for Nick's solo effort last week. I listened to it at work while you were gone, Jeff. Laughed so loud I scared my coworkers. Love you guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I played the AOC dancing video, you know, the one where she looks like Super Smoke Show.
Oh, my God.
And I played Give Me the Light over that because I've discovered that playing Sean Paul's song Give Me the Light makes everything better. I played it over Irish Gypsy call-out videos previously, too. And, God, that was great. Like, just give me the light, and I don't tell you fucking what. I'll tell you, I'm gonna steal Kathleen's bike. I'll steal Kathleen's bike, and I'll punish Jonas riding the bike there.
Jesus Christ, man.
Good times.
Yeah, I fucking bet. All right. Do.
And now Sean Paul gets to enjoy all that sweet, sweet ad revenue.
It's true.
Well, WMG does.
That's true. All right. Sweet. And all right, you're gonna have to unmute yourself though.
Oh yeah, and Sester, don't feel bad. I mean, like, honestly, like, revolutionary and colonial history is really interesting, and it's even more interesting not only when you don't listen to quack jobs like that dude, but also when you actually move past the mythology. And I recommend this sincerely to anyone who's interested. Just pick up books by Professor Ray Raphael. The guy specializes in, like, debunking the myths about shit, like like Molly Pitcher and Battle of Bunker Hill actually took place on Breed's Hill, and no one ever said don't fire until they see the whites of their eyes, because that means you can only shoot them once. You know, it's really interesting once you get past that.
All right,
yeah,
that's interesting. What's up, sir?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. How are you?
Been better.
Yeah. What's going on with you this week?
Car's out of commission again.
Oh, fuck.
What is it? What's wrong with it?
I think the root of the problem is that I need a
New car.
I need an EGR pack at the moment.
Of course.
It's short for exhaust gas reciprocating valve.
Oh, is that the back pressure module? The thing it like... Or no, wait, that's cat. That's cat. Is that?
Basically, like, what it's doing is it's choking out my engine.
Okay.
No.
So you're driving along, and then your engine just stops working.
Oh.
That makes driving difficult.
Yeah, and I wasn't about to get killed in the fucking thing, so it's just gonna sit out there until I can get the part.
How much
Yeah.
is... Well, I mean, is this like a newer or older car? Is it a kind of thing like you could do, or is it like one of those
Oh, hell no.
jackass...
The car's like 18 years old now.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 2001 Mazda Millennia.
Oh.
Oh,
Now,
a Mazda.
2000s Mazdas are special cars.
It's like the engineers at Mazda were like, they looked at Volkswagen and they're like, we could do that.
No, basically, this car's like Mazda's idea is like, oh yeah, we're gonna make our own BMW, except not nearly as luxurious or reliable.
Okay, sure. Odd choice that they would make there, but okay.
You know, Fat Patches bought a $32,000 Mazda.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How did he afford that shit?
Oh, he financed it through Carvana. They dedicated an entire hour to their show talking about Pat's horrible experience with Carvana.
Oh god.
And well, Fane got really hung up on. He's like, you spent over $30,000 on a Mazda.
Yeah.
Sir is like, yeah, what kind of idiot would do something like that? Oh.
Holy fuck, man.
I mean,
that's why I
got
lease.
I got this car for free. But even still, you know, it was a fucking money pit before I got it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like when you're like, I got this boat for free. Bet you did.
Well, like, what happened is my sister was the one that bought the car original. And the thing leaked oil like a sieve when she got it. And that's what ended up killing the alternator by the time that I got it. But before she went off to university, she took my dad's Explorer that he had at the time, which was going to be mine, but she's like, oh, I want this car. So she took it and just left me with this fucking Mazda that she'd already wrecked once.
Well, it's kind of a lateral move, I'd say, like a used Mazda versus any kind of Ford Exploder.
Yeah, funnily enough, that's exactly what it did, too.
It earned that name for a reason.
One of the fucking piston rods punched through the block and...
Holy fuck. Wow.
Good job, Ford.
Wow.
Like, listen, it has nothing to do with inferior steel and everything to do with superior piston rods.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Welcome to Car Talk, everybody. We're click and clack.
Well, dude, that is why I lease. I don't think I'll ever buy a car again. I think I'm always going to lease them. Because, like, you get a car, as long as you don't fuck it up too bad after 3 years, you just get another car.
I always thought of leasing as just a fancy marketing term for rental.
Yeah, but you also get a brand new car, and you never have to pay for any service aside from just regular maintenance.
It's renting and buying insurance. I've seen CKY. I know how this works. I've fucked up a rental car too in my time, Jeff. I know how this works.
Yeah. I'm thinking that I'm going to try and get it fixed for now, so at least I have something to drive, but I need to start looking for a new vehicle.
Yeah, sounds like it, man.
See, I've always been
and the gas mileage is nothing special either. Like, this thing has a V6 in it,
You need a Geo Metro, my dude.
And the best mileage I've ever gotten out of it is just under 20 city.
See, seriously, like my dad taught me this when I was like, when I was first started driving. Like, yeah, you can like go drop money down on a car that you'll have to make payments on, and then you'll pay some dickhead interest who doesn't even know who you are or what the car is. But hey, and yeah, or you can do the other thing, which is you can just shop for them on Craigslist, and then you end up only spending about $1,000 every 18 months, and you get a different car every year and a half. That's why I've had 17 cars. I'm not. Oh yeah, no, funny joke. I know. No, I've totally not had 17 cars. Had more than that.
My old man, funnily enough, he had a Geo Metro at one point back in the 90s. And probably the fastest I ever saw that car go was when he accidentally left it in neutral and it started rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my boy Gabe, who I think we've met him on the show here. I know some folks know him.
Yeah.
Gabe's had 3 Geo Metros, and he owned all 3 of them actually at the same time. Because if something broke, he'd just take it off the other one or whatever. But he was so into gas mileage. Like, he was in these forums, these like Reddit threads and shit about gas mileage, where they were like competing. So he takes this thing, he strips the badges and parts of the weather stripping off. He did all of this really dumb shit. This thing looked like a kid built it in his bedroom, and
pulled the dash out, everything. Like
it was ridiculous. Yeah, and not only that, but like he also modeled his driving style around, because it was a manual, so he modeled his driving style around how to get the maximum mileage, which included don't stop any more than you feel like you should or have to, which means stop signs were like yield signs.
Right.
Yield signs were decoration.
Right.
And red lights were like also yield signs. He did this one thing where he'd come up over the hill of this highway, and then he had like a good maybe 3/4 of a mile on this graceful downslope before he had to take his exit, and he just put it in neutral and shut the engine off and coast down that out. He had a lot of really good view, a really good view when he's coming down to that intersection. So if there's no one at that red light and he didn't see anyone immediately coming, he'd just coast and just wrench the wheel and coast, take that left through the intersection, and just let his momentum carry him until he started it again. And so like on the highway when he was driving, he determined that if he drives the speed limit, that's wasting gas, so he would drive about 15 miles below it. But when he was on surface streets, he determined it was the same thing in the reverse. So he drove about 50 on every surface he was on. And he had in black duct tape on the back of this Metro, he had MPG greater than MPH. Yeah. This is the same man who is now a man without a country, actually. He's born in Canada to American parents. They never filed the naturalization paperwork, so now he's 32, and
he's not technically a citizen of either.
Oh, he's been trying to get his citizenship here, and for some reason INS will only grant him permanent legal alien status.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a man without a country and a car.
Sounds like he needs money for a good lawyer to get that all cleared up. I say we get Antifa to punch him in the face. I'm going to stop saying that. All right, anyway. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I love having shitty cars, but I really like having a new car now. It's always the maintenance that fucking sucks. The last time I moved to New Orleans, we left from Portland to drive down to New Orleans. At about Reno, my water pump went out, and we couldn't afford to go to a mechanic. So every 40 to 50 miles, we'd have to pull over, let the car like cool down, and then pour more water into the radiator, and then go again. Like 40 or 50 every 40 or 50 miles for I don't even know how long that is. It's like over 1,000 miles.
Well, it's 3,000 miles between Manchester and New Orleans.
Yeah, it's like over 2,000, I think. From
Portland?
from Portland to New Orleans. Yeah.
I'd say that's probably up maybe in like the 4,000 to 5,000
No,
range.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it was a lot. It took forever. And after that, I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore.
And that was how Uber was born.
No, dude. I wonder how much it would be to take an Uber from Portland to New Orleans.
Fuck that.
I'm curious enough to look up what a lift between here and San Jose, Texas would be.
That would be pretty great. Yeah. See if you can find out. That would be fucking great.
Yeah, so. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I might recommend, prior to you having to throw down the coin to get it fixed or get a new car or whatever, you should listen to some Sean Paul.
Yeah.
It'll bring your spirits up.
Yeah.
But only if you're watching another video.
So Sir is watching. Anything you want to shill, promote, put out there into the world, man?
Not much really. Except the Lesser Saints of Discord.
Yeah.
Come and join the guys on Friday. I personally am going to be on this week's show, so.
Hell yeah, man. I'll actually be doing the Saints on Friday for a change.
Oh, you will be?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be at VidCon.
No, the week after.
Kind of retarded.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then we've got Olyve as a guest.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, that's been confirmed.
That's going to be badass.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be co-hosting. And I streamed with her. It won't even tell me the price.
It just says no.
Yeah, it just says, all right, do you want an Uber X? Yeah, I streamed with her on Jables, with Jables on one of his late night Lesser Saints streams, and yeah, straight in character the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Swears she's not a ginger. But we all know better.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Sir, is watching. It's great to talk to you, man, as always.
Always a pleasure, guys.
All
See you,
right,
brother.
cheers, buddy.
He was Sir is talking. Now he goes back to Sir is watching.
Mm-hmm. That's right. He needs a dynamic username that just changes, depending on the circumstances.
Well, I mean, you've got, God power, so you could just change his nickname when you bring him in.
Sir is jacking. I should do that when he comes in. I'll change it to Sir is talking.
Mm.
Pass hold a rider. Hello.
Let me mute the stream real quick.
All right.
There we go.
Hello.
Hey guys.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
You have any car problems we can help with?
No car problems.
Damn it.
Not at the moment.
That's good.
Though I do actually have 3 mechanics in the family, so it doesn't happen very often.
It's kind of surprising how many people do have like mechanics in the family, or how many friends I have that are mechanics. Like, it's actually pretty insane. And most of the people that I know, family members and people who are trained or worked for a long time as mechanics, don't actually work as a mechanic. They do something totally different.
No. My younger brother has gone into diesel mechanics. Now working on big rigs.
Oh wow.
So, well, he's a big boy. He can take care of it. I mean, shit. He's like 6'8", 400 plus pounds. So.
I just like how you say it. I just like how you say that, like, he's a big boy. He can go fuck up a truck. He's not afraid of those things.
Oh no, that's the entire mindset behind him. Yeah,
Handle his own.
He's bigger than Billy the Fridge.
God,
Billy's shrinking.
Yeah.
No, I mean height-wise. Like,
yeah, Billy's still tall.
Yeah,
that is a big lad, though. Now, is he like? I don't mean to pry, but is he like is this like a Lou Ferrigno situation where he's just this naturally enormous dude, or is he like a big, like wider, heavier guy, or is he like Andre the Giant?
It's a mixture of the two. He's fairly muscular, but he really likes his alcohol and his fried food.
So he's like Endgame Hulk compared to original Avengers Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoilers: Hulk gets smaller.
But no, I mean he's 6'8", 6'9", 420 pounds. He's a fucking massive lad.
That's a big boy.
That's annoying That's like an annoying height if you've got to be that, because there are no doorways that you don't have to like.
Oh no. Then you throw them instead of steel toe work boots that give them another 2 inches.
Oh my god.
He was just
Be like, 1 second, guys, I've got a phone call.
he was just standing for the mountain. Fuck bottled water.
I forgot about that fucking commercial. That shit was so good.
That's what honestly what I'll always remember him for. Like, what was it? Muscle water?
Yeah, it's something like that. Oh my god. Fuck bottled water. He doesn't say fuck, but what was
No, he
his-
does.
Does he?
Yeah, it was a Swedish. No, not Swedish. What is he? What is he from? Norway?
I think he's from Norway. That sounds about right.
Yeah, and they drop F-bombs on their TV there because they realize there are more profane things in the world than naughty words.
Yeah,
looking at you, Twitter support.
What is his name? Is it Heavy? Was it Heavy Bubbles TV commercial? Okay.
Get Heavy Bubbles.
Oh, I mean, the best bet is the eldest of the 3 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
The eldest is only 5'6", 5'7".
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm 6'3", so.
God damn.
So you people are Scandinavian then, yes?
Scottish and Scandinavian descent, yeah.
Ha! Knew it. Yes. So the older
With
brother.
a little bit of native.
Well, I'm just wondering where the shortness came from with your brother.
My brother is
Is a pygmy?
No, my older
dad-
brother's from my dad's first marriage, and me and my younger brother are from my dad's second marriage.
Oh.
So first mom was a pygmy.
Yeah, she was on the shorter side.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was 5'7"? Yeah, about 5'7", so she was a taller woman.
That's fair. That's
It's
fair.
taller than my mom. Actually, I recently noticed, I brought Quinn down to see my mom a couple weeks ago, and I noticed my 11-year-old is taller than her grandmother now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
my crazy grandma who shoveled the snow to get to the shitter was super tiny, and she birthed. Aside from my dad was the runt of the family at 5'10". Yeah. And
So
all
the
rest
funny
were
bit is
huge.
my grandmother on my dad's side, she was a big woman. She was 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather was only 5'10".
Wow.
My dad is 6'1". I'm about 6'2", 6'3"-ish.
So, like, if you guys did, like, a silhouette photo shoot at a family reunion where you're all lined up, you'd look like a city skyline.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's all over the fucking place.
I'm glad you found that clever. My co-host apparently doesn't know a joke when it smacks him in his 5'7" face.
I'm not 5'7", I'm 5'9". Fuck you.
What's the difference? It's just a few centimeters.
I don't care.
What's
I
a
don't know
few
how tall I
inches
am.
between what's a few inches between totally not gay friends at a straight pride parade?
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's an experience you don't talk about. I'll say that much.
The internet drives me so fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, but then there's also the Heavy Bubbles commercial, which we can watch in a moment.
That's true. We will do that. That
Because if
No.
we can't have real advertisers, then we will have fake advertisers that will make money off of us.
right. Well, so did you? If you got so many mechanics in your family, what did you end up doing?
I went into engineering.
Oh, nice. I think we've actually talked about this before too. if I'm not
God.
mistaken.
Yeah, that is such. It's like it's a beautiful dick move. Like everyone else is like, "Hey, I'm a mechanic. I'm I'm an engineer."
Yeah.
I did a little bit into mechanical engineering for a little bit, and some electrical engineering.
I'm sure. Yeah, but now you get to make way fucking more money than everybody else. Holy shit.
Be honest, diesel mechanics make goddamn good money. They're making $40, $50 an hour.
True, but then again, I mean, so it depends on what kind of engineer you are, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, because some of them.
I never ended up finishing. I need to actually go back. I had life shit hit me real hard for a few years, so.
Know how that goes.
Yeah. I actually wanted to go into firearms design for a long time. I played around and done a shit ton of gunsmithing when I was younger, by like between 16 and 20.
Sorry, you said firearms. I thought you said farm science. And then you went into how you liked guns, and I'm like, okay.
No, actually, very much like guns. I'm one of the resident gun nuts in the server, so.
Well, we need to design a seed gun where
To
we just walk
impregnate.
through the field and shoot the seeds into the dirt. Then you don't have to sow, and you don't have to.
There is something already out there like that in agricultural.
Really?
Yeah. I live in a fairly heavy agricultural area. You see stuff like that. They're actually mounted on the side of tractors and combine harvesters and stuff like that.
That's fucking awesome! Holy shit! I want a seed gun.
I call
It
mine.
basically what it does is it drops down, shoots the seed in, pulls up, reloads seed, repeat every few inches.
I'm gonna be honest with
So,
you.
Dude.
I'm kind of retarded.
Damn it.
See, no, okay, I got this. Okay. This is what we do.
Who are those people who have a lot of kids? Like too many kids, because God says to.
Mormons?
That's the ones. I was going to make a joke about they work like a Mormon, but never mind. Fertile virgin soil.
That would have been funny. So what we need is we need to just we need to model these guns down into like Mac 10 style, and then we can drive through cities like Eugene, and we can do drive-bys where we blast everybody's front yard with marijuana seeds, and totally destabilize the whole economy for it.
You know, I'm running through a design. You could do that with a high-pressured air gun. It wouldn't be that hard, actually, sitting here.
Jeff comes up with a fun idea to destabilize Oregon's economy with pot guns, and the engineer's like, it should be it's pretty doable. I like guns. I'm an engineer.
Oh no, like
Still got a
I
PO box,
have
Jeff?
been thrown out of so many goddamn D&D games for coming up with shit like, oh, this is how you break this game.
Yeah.
You give me this, I do this.
That was one of my favorite things to do when I would play role-playing games. I love that kind of shit. Oh my god. And once we destabilize the economy for weed, then we switch to Oriental poppies.
Poppy shotguns. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then just get like real police beanbag guns and just like toss the beanbags around in like powder LSD, so that when you less than lethal the crazy perp on the opium, he has a wonderful time while you bring him to county.
We'll call them love bullets.
Love guns. Wait, no, that's a penis.
Yeah. Love bullets. Wait.
Love slugs.
Love slugs. Yes, love slugs. They're beanbag rounds. Okay. This is what you do. You take the beanbag, you soak it in DMSO and liquefied ecstasy.
Okay, so there's actually something we could do. There's actually gel capsule rounds we could do that burst on impact.
Okay.
And then you'd have the straight gel being absorbed into the skin, since it's a skin contact. Yeah, that could work. By technicality, you'd have to use low-pressured rounds.
Well,
look at this. We're once again fixing a whole bunch of American problems that America didn't know it had, with the help of guns and farmland engineers, the way the founders intended.
Indeed.
Then we can make airburst mortars that scatter like liquid mescaline.
No.
That's actually something they've done.
Hang on.
Some CIA shit, right?
No, yeah, that's actually they've done. They were doing shit like that in Vietnam.
Second Jacob's Ladder reference tonight, guys. We're on a roll.
Damn.
No, I actually ended up finishing my 3-year project AR today.
Your which one?
I know that sound.
Yeah, no, I finished up my AR-15 today. I actually finally got the last bit of parts.
Excellent.
And I've been building this thing for like goddamn 3 years now. Every time I got like, I'm gonna finish it, some shit popped up.
Did you bedazzle it the way Jeff's range rifle is done?
Hell no. My rifle is practical.
Mine is very practical too.
And fabulous.
and fabulous.
No, I'm actually going to be using this for hog hunting coming in the next few weeks. So
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I
I'm going to be sitting in the back of an F-250 in a very confined space. It's actually a short-barreled AR pistol.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Nick, what are you doing? I still got to figure out what exactly is wrong with mine. I keep getting failure to feeds, but I think it's because the magazine's not sitting right.
Or how clean is it?
Very.
That's probably part of your problem.
What kind of magazines are you using?
They're fucking standard P Magpuls.
Okay. Did you get a decent lower parts kit for it?
Lower parts kit? No, not necessarily. It's pretty much a budget build for sure.
Okay, so check out the mag catch. That would be the first area.
Yeah.
That I would start looking into, seeing if it's off-shapened or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that done it on some really the Poverty Pony rifles.
Right. Yeah. I don't think the magazine is sitting high up enough that the BCG is actually grabbing another round, because it fires and then it just doesn't grab another round. And I have to manually ratchet it. I have a single action AR-15 right now.
That actually sounds like it's not getting enough gas. Check your gas system as well on it.
Yeah, it's not a. It's
That's exactly what that sounds like, is a gas system. It's not actually getting enough gas to push the bolt all the way back, to pick up the round and slamming forward.
Maybe.
That's the first area I would start looking at, is the gas system.
It's not an adjustable gas block though. That's the bad part. It's that bad of a budget build.
I don't use an adjustable gas block. Just get a nice gas block. I hate fucking adjustable shit. It's like, get something that works.
That's fair.
And I don't have to remember to fuck with it. The only time I put in an adjustable gas block on it is if I'm going to play around with a suppressor.
That's fair. That's actually probably a really good idea too. Well, is there anything you want to show, promote, or put out there into the world, man?
Not right now, not to be honest.
No.
Nothing fun.
I'm gonna have to look into how exactly to change that gas system out to see if I can get some more gas going through it for sure.
So the standard old school method in the U.S. military was they should start off as 1/90th of an inch,
mm-hmm.
and they'd take it up to like 1/97th. And that would increase the gas flow into the port.
Are you talking about milling it or what?
That would be the absolute worst thing.
Yeah.
But if you have... So, you just bought a complete upper, right?
Yeah, well, it was a kit, so I had to put it together.
Yeah. So the upper came from... Where did you get the upper from? If you don't mind me asking. Saratac.
With a C.
Yeah, I know. I think I know who you're talking about.
Budget shit. The whole gun cost me about like $320.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess it's gas block, and if it's not gas block, the worst case scenario is it's going to be the barrel is got an undersized gas port.
Don't let David Hogg hear that.
Okay.
So undersized gas port means you have to change out the entire goddamn barrel.
$50,000. Had to take out a second mortgage on his rented house just to afford it.
I might just turn the whole damn thing into a pistol build. I don't know. We'll see what I do with it.
If it's already a rifle, by legal standards, you cannot convert to a pistol. Then.
Of course, no. I would totally use a totally different lower and whole kit. I wouldn't use any part that I had used previously for another gun, ever. Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, no way. Hey, thanks for popping in, buddy. Appreciate you, man. We'll see you later, all right?
Yep.
All right, cheers.
You gotta move out to New Hampshire where you can do whatever the fuck you want with a gun.
I know.
Just saying, we don't have Antifa here.
Addy Monster says, I think a lot every day. I was born into a mechanic family and never have to worry about getting cornered into a piece of shit. Craigslist and $500 and I'm good for another couple of years. Laugh my ass off for sure. One, can I get a sub to Avery Satos? Thank you very much. Look at some piggies up in the chat for the new sub.
Oi.
What about you? Anime Moon says, little neat trivia. Jonathan Frakes is 6'4" and illustrated this height on TNG by stepping over all the chairs to sit in them. Apparently the prevailing joke on set was that Frakes was the giant of the set or something. There's actually a mix of him sitting, and he always stepped over the chairs.
I've actually noticed it seems to be just like a new meme. I mean, it's been around for a while, but it's gaining like between Twitter and YouTube, I see all these cuts, and they're not Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek. It's always that weird Ripley's Believe It or Not ripoff or Truth Factor Fiction thing he did.
Oh,
so it's like Jonathan Frakes asking you questions for 45 seconds. Jonathan Frakes telling you you're wrong for a minute and a half. And Jonathan Frakes agreeing with you for 52 seconds. I wonder if he's aware of that.
I think he probably is. He's usually pretty well read on the internet. And Larry Kubiak here says, Leonardo DiCaprio said it best. I swear to God, I need to watch this fucking movie again so bad.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but that was a really good cut, too.
That was a really, really good cut.
This is what he's going to look like when we fix global warming. It's just him at a UN climate conference right there.
What did you say? This is us when what?
Oh, I said that's him that's him when they solve global warming.
Oh,
yeah. That's actually just him when he's. What I really want to do is I want to find the right Sting song, one of the slower ones from his older years, and I want to match that up to one of his speeches. So he can tell the UN delegation that you may find a field of diamonds, you may lay the Queen of Spades. I know them lyrics. You know them too.
I know them too. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Great job, guys. Thor, how can I be like you? The strongest man on earth.
Go away.
Go away.
I like how he took on the moniker of the Mountain. Like, fuck it, yeah, no, I am the Mountain now. That's what I am. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People ask me.
Thor, how can I be like you? The strongest man on earth.
Well, the answer is right in front of your eyes. Sparkling water.
This is my brand, Happy Bubbles. We have 2 kilos, 5 kilos, and 10 kilos.
It makes you like him even more, right?
He's so huge!
Yes, he is. He's the strongest man on earth.
That is probably a robe that would fit me, but to my ankles.
Probably fit 2 of me.
What if I can't carry it?
If you can't carry, you can't drink. You die.
You can even become stronger just by carrying it back home from the supermarket.
What if I bought other stuff?
Don't buy other stuff. Happy Bubbles. Sparkling water that makes you sweat.
Yeah, there's a whole series of these, and they all just lead up to stop buying stop buying water bottles. Fuck bottled water. And it's all for it's like a Soda Stream knockoff where you can make your own sparkling water at home.
Now. I'm muting it and I'm just gonna let it play.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. He's like, Riker's the kind of guy when he mounts a horse, he just kind of stands over it and sits down. That's a normal chair, isn't it?
He's a very tall man.
These are all normal chairs.
It's, the thing is, too, it's not just that he's tall, it's that his legs are exceptionally long as well. He's a leggy man.
He's a leggy man.
He doesn't have, a big torso. He's got just an enormous long legs. It's crazy. Don't buy other stuff. Don't do it.
Well, it's like, Tom Selleck, right? Tom Selleck's something like 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you ever watch Magnum PI, you will never see him driving in that Ferrari with the roof on, because he can't fit in it.
Oh yeah. No, he's a big guy, and those are tiny fucking cars too. Okay.
Is he Dieter size? I don't know. How tall is Dieter? 6?
Dieter is at least. I think Dieter's like 6'5" or
8,
bigger.
9 or something.
Is he actually almost 7? Is he more close to 7?
12.5 feet tall. I mean, you look at that old picture of Chris Reagan. If you've never met Chris, Chris is actually a respectable 5'10".
No, he's not.
No, he's not. I almost wish I wish we were all back in VidCon just so I could bring an extra size papoose.
Extra size papoose, huh?
I still want to see Dieter walk around at VidCon, around all those kids too, with Chris Reagan in a papoose on his chest.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I will never see this.
Cut up, Bar.
Oh my God, I'm here again.
Oh
Hey, Bar.
my God.
Your generosity always surprises me, boys.
We did the random roll.
Yes, it was our
Oh,
lady
so,
luck.
so I'm just an accident, right?
That's right. That's right.
First my parents, now you guys. Thanks.
I thought we were your parents.
Wait.
Very disappointed in you, Bar.
Oh no. Oh no. Is this where I need to confront my father instead of rescuing him from the underworld?
That's right, Bar. You're still in the underworld, and now you got to come and hang out with me because I've got chips and I got Uno. We're gonna play Uno in Hell, Bar. You ready for that? When's the last time
I
you
don't
played
know.
Uno?
Sounds kind of hardcore. I've been cleaning my room, but I'm not ready for the next level.
When's the last time you played Uno with your dad, Bar? See, that's the thing. The new thing is 12 rules for life. The sequel, 22 rules for good living.
Oh.
Most of it's dietary tips, but then there's this, you got to play Uno with your dad in the sun.
I mean, that sounds like kind of a lateral move. Not as lateral as the fact that I've been watching a lot of tactical instructor videos on YouTube, and all of a sudden Jordan Peterson shows up as a recommendation. I'm going, holy shit, is he going to the self-defense niche now?
Oh God, I could only imagine that.
Look, when these neo-Marxists are approaching you, you have to assert yourself. Keep your hand net ready to draw, and make sure that you can point the gun exactly where you need.
It's true in combat, and it's true in life. You always have to check your corners. You never know
Exactly.
what life or terrorists might throw at you. Have to be ready.
Nobody's going to milkshake me, bucko.
They're putting concrete in milkshakes now. You know why?
Yes.
It's an old Soviet tactic.
They want to make you static like they are. It's not going to move forward.
Now, by
I read Solzhenitsyn. I know what's coming.
By Soviet tactic, I mean that in the Gulag Archipelago, they didn't have any milk, so they made their milkshakes out of what? Concrete. That's right.
Wasn't it the bones of Ukrainian peasants?
It's like, well, we sup tonight on the dreams of a better life as it has been dead and it's about to turn.
Yeah. I mean, oh, hi, Jeff. We can stop talking politics now.
Oh, I don't care. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
No,
I'm not
Bar
gonna go crazy.
Bar was just suggesting that Jordan Peterson is now being classed by YouTube in tactical instructional videos. So it's you watch a whole thing about how a SWAT team clears a room, and the next thing it's like, wash your penis is recommended in the side. It's like, oh yeah, I would want a clean penis if I was going to breach an unknown dwelling.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, if you are going to be doing like tactical insertion drills where you're going to have to do black ops, you're sneaking in under the cover of night, the last thing you want is a big old stinky penis, and all of a sudden people are sitting there, they're enjoying their hummus, and all of a sudden they're like, I smell American prick, and then they shoot you and you die. You need to clean your penis if you're going to be...
So what you're saying is if someone shoots me, I die?
I think the deeper point here is we need to go back to Jeff's original sort of thesis, which is basically don't have dick cheese if you're going for a tactical insertion.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I found that helps a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it always sucks when they call you up a few weeks later and they're like, I got a UTI, and you're like, how did you get my number?
I thought you were gonna say, good, give it back.
It's like, is that like, what is that? Is that a Volkswagen? What is that? You got to use real words with me.
No, Jeff.
Volkswagen
All I want back is
UTI.
my money.
Nice, yeah.
It's like, well, no. I mean, if they call me up telling me they got a yeast infection out of the whole deal, then it's usually them asking me for their money back.
Oof.
Look, the
That's
next time you get a phone call and somebody's like, "Hey, what are you up to?" Just reply, "The wrist."
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Hey, what are you up to? The upper colon.
No, I mean,
I'm by myself. If it makes any difference, you want to come over?
Yeah.
I mean, you can always just go, I'm sorry, did you know the deceased? They go, what? They go, no, it's just the police. Did you know the deceased? We're in the middle of the crime scene right now. Do you mind holding?
Oh, man.
Well, see, yeah, I still love, because I still get those robocalls about refinancing my credit card debt, of which I have none because nobody gives me a credit card. Because in the words of Master Shake, because I don't pay my bills on time. They don't give me a credit card because I'm a bad risk. But, no, it's great because when they call me up on those, I'll go right to the operator. And I'm trying to come up with a new bit, but it still works. If, like, I'm like, oh, can you hold on a second? Put it on speaker. Lucille, how do I make the phone louder? Hold on. Just start mashing on the 5 button. Beep, beep. Hang on. No, it's the credit card people again. I don't want the line to drop this time. Beep 6. Quinn, like, anytime Quinn hears my phone ring, she'll come running out of her room in the hopes that it's one of those robocalls.
She's waiting for full production.
Oh, just so she can listen to me fuck with them, because she'll be there and she'll be like, I'll just have to be like,
Jesus Christ.
Too good.
No, yeah, I'm training her to be.
Actually, many years ago, I got woken up on a Saturday morning, and very cranky. I picked up with like the analog phone. These kids don't know about that when phones were still sticking in walls. Anyway, and so this woman whose voice just annoyed me to no end at the time, just like, "Oh, is Francisco in the house?" And I just replied, just reflexive rage, "No, he went to jail." She just went, "My son!" And I just
oh my
disconnected.
God, dude. Wow.
Just wait now. You get if you get like a female operator on the line. Hello, sir. I would like to talk to you. Mom, is that you? I never thought this day would come. I thought when you gave me up, that was the end of it. Is that you, Mom? No, I wanted to talk to you about your credit card. Mom, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have gone into debt, but you weren't around to teach me.
Ooh,
I was watching some Dan before we got the show started. I was watching Daniel from Second Life videos just because they're always great.
Yeah.
Well, something I realized. Yeah, I just got it in my head. I'm like, damn, like for all the times in like PUBG, like some 14, be like, I fucked your mom. Be like, wait, hang on. You met my mom? How's she doing? What a small world. What's she like?
I've missed her. Oh man. One of these days, you and I really do need to go and troll on Second Life and record it.
Yeah, I really do.
Oh, that would be fun.
Like,
I mean,
I ain't gay. I'll come over there suck your dick. I ain't gay. I want to buy a couch from Craigslist.
Yeah, but you have to do your own thing.
Oh yeah, no, I've got plenty of my own things.
And I'm thinking if I ever got called back about cable packages, just go, yeah, I want to hear all about this, but what are you wearing?
Well, I mean, when we used to play PUBG in the loading screen, I'd like jump up on the box and be like, everybody, I need your attention. This is important. And as soon as like 5 people would come over, I'd be like, who here has heard of timeshare?
I mean, you joke, but that might still happen. That's a thing.
We'd be on the plane. I'd just try selling every multi-level marketing scheme I could remember, like to everyone on the plane, and be like, no, but listen, here's the thing, guys. Like, I've got this thing. So if you become a distributor, you get distributors under you and make residual income. Hey, why are you jumping out the plane? Hold on, I'll be right down.
You're practically earning free money at this point, okay?
Oh,
Oh,
so
God.
how is life in not Spain treating you?
Oh, you mean the better side of the peninsula? Well, I'm an islander, so I wouldn't know, but yeah, things in Portugal are okay.
You guys getting that Brexit going on?
Oh no, yeah, we're too poor for that shit.
Porgzit.
We can no, the Germans have us by the balls.
I was thought you were gonna say like we're not even in the EU. It's like it's basically like you know,
Someone just turned their neck. We start singing in falsetto.
you live in the middle of a block and all your neighbors have a block party and don't invite you. And then when you ask them, hey, can I come out? They say, oh no, we're about this is pretty much over. You should just stay home.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's us in Greece.
Well,
Just
everyone
kind
tells
of-
the Greeks to stay home.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
Especially the Macedonians.
You know, you
am I
can't.
right?
You just can't turn your back on a Greek.
Especially Cyprus, am I right?
Oof.
Ooh, Euro humor, Mediterranean conflict
Yeah.
humor.
I don't understand any of it.
The
Really?
island of
Really,
Cyprus. The island of Cyprus is split down the middle in what you might almost call an apartheid.
Is it really?
Well, yeah, actually, no, not a joke. Yes, the island of Cyprus, half of it is owned and controlled by Greece. The other half is owned and controlled by Turkey, and there is a militarized border that doesn't allow people to go back and forth except when they have very, very special government dispensation from both governments.
I had no fucking idea. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really
You know,
pretty island too.
I love Jeff's surprised look. It never gets old.
I mean, I don't know. I'm an ignorant ass fucking.
No, you're not, dude.
Wait.
Come on.
Yeah, he thinks Haiti.
You just focus on different things. We're all very knowledgeable at the same time, very ignorant, depending on the subject.
I am a wealth of knowledge of movies nobody's ever watched, so that's good.
Exactly.
Although, you know what I'm very happy about? In no less than 2 weeks, 3 people have started following me on Twitter that have Zardoz avatars.
Oh my god! I watched that movie when I was 8.
It's so good.
Late at night.
The
I mean, I
gun
suppose
is
it was.
good.
I was just mostly just with my jaw dropping, experiencing my first bout of existential dread.
The
By the
penis
end of that
is
movie.
bad.
Yeah.
The penis shoots seeds of life and pollutes the world. The gun shoots seeds of death and cleanses the world.
And
of
yes,
man's
Larry,
poison.
Sean Connery in a thong underwear with thigh-high boots.
Yeah.
Is that how you spell thong in European?
Thong.
No, we get
Thong.
no.
Thong.
Thongoose.
Thongwe.
No, we call it
that's-
dental in
No,
Portuguese, which is basically dental floss.
Oh,
Well, I think Jeff just termed a new acceptable English Oxford Dictionary term, thongwe, which is a family of thongs, a collection. Thongoose.
Sounds
another
kind of
one.
French.
Thongoose, if it's made with down
sounds-
feathers.
It sounds how you say a little spicy. I maybe need to put a potato in a thong.
Here we go.
A thongwe. Oui, oui. All right, anyway. So,
It's-
anything
Our
you
favorite
want
spot farmer.
I rather
Me too.
shot bus in my dentifloss.
I love that man so much. He's such a fucking freak. Anyway, anything you want to show, promote, put out there, Bar?
Sure, I'd like to show your upcoming guest, Olyve Gardyns.
Yeah.
Funny comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really kind of unfortunate to see that she's only got like under 10 times the current viewership of this show. Subscribe to her now.
Yeah.
It should be at least twice that.
It should be a lot more, for sure.
Yeah.
She'll get there. She's pretty inspired, so that's good. Well, Bar, thank you so much for stopping in, man. We appreciate it.
My pleasure as usual. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, later, buddy. I'm just pulling them both in. I don't give a fuck. We'll see if they
Yeah.
actually unmute. Mickey, Ficky, and Skull. We'll see.
Wait a second. Hang on. Who doesn't... Gaspar has a problem with Skull.
Well.
Now this time, Skull gets to have the last word shit talking. The other guy, he doesn't like, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how it works?
There's Mickey. Hello, Mickey.
What's up? Hey, guys.
Hello. Yeah, we had 2 left in the waiting room, and I'm like, we got one more guest. No, just pull you both in. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
I love how everyone, including us, is just so fucking high in energy today. You notice that?
I mean, I am a little pooped, but at the same time, like, I do feel pretty fucking jazzed right now. Pretty fucking jazzed.
Well, I'm just starstruck, you guys. You know this. Every time I'm on the live interwebs with my favorite YouTubers, I get a little giggly. So
I didn't know Skull Maggot had a channel. Yeah, you got that.
I got it. Oh, I got it. What about you, Skull? How you doing, man?
For the most part, pretty good. Got a lot of the college information out of the way.
Oh, yeah? That's good. Where are you looking at going?
Well, just a community college right now. 4 years.
I mean, dude, community colleges are a lot less fucking bullshit you have to deal with. As far as, like, the academic progress, you can kind of take your time with them and get into, like, the swing of it. That's what I did. And I liked it a lot.
Or you could do what I did, which is go to that community level college, right? You get the degree that you will end up getting not to do anything with. In my case, I chose criminal justice, and then decided to follow that up with getting arrested a bunch. But the trick is that you pick a college in kind of the area, yeah? And then just on all your job applications, you just say you got a bachelor's degree from that college, and if you do that long enough, that college will list you as an alumni the way mine did to me. Wish I was joking. It's actually true.
Really?
Total awesome sauce.
You have an honorary bachelor's or something now, effectively?
Well, I went to this one college called Hester College. It was owned by Kaplan Education, which at the time was owned by the Washington Post. So technically, I went to a Washington Post community level university, studying criminal justice.
Okay.
And then after I got my associates, they're like, "You're gonna get your associates." I'm like, "Wait, no. Why the fuck is that gonna happen? I only want to take a couple classes." And they're like, "Well, would you like to pursue a bachelor's?" I'm like, "Yes, somewhere else. This is terrible." And it was. So I
have to actually end up getting 12 credits.
Oh, per term?
Well, yeah, per term for insurance properties.
Oh, yeah. But here is the honest trick. Here's how it works. Because after that, I talked my way into the state's preeminent pre-law political science. And in fact, actually, that Vermin Supreme clip from the New Hampshire Institute of Politics, that's where I studied at St. Anselm's. And then they kicked me out because I'm poor and I didn't have 14 grand to pony up. And so when they kicked me out, I just started putting on all my job applications that I had a bachelor's in science and political science from that school, and nobody ever checks. So, but then the weirdest thing was last year I went to their website, and I think you could still look it up if you go to staanselm.edu.
Okay, let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, and under the alumni, at least as of last year, they pulled one of my headshots off of IMDb and listed me as an alumni. So I'm like Puss in Boots. You tell a lie enough, and then the lie becomes the truth.
I'm oddly impressed. I'm actually impressed. That's pretty damn clever.
So where would I even look for this?
Alumni.
Okay, alumni. All
Yeah.
right.
I don't know why I was there. I was looking to see if anybody I knew when I was there graduated and did anything. Didn't recognize anybody. And I'm like, why is my IMDb old headshot from 2012 up on this? Huh.
Let's see.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to fucking find any of that shit, but I'm not gonna be surprised, man. That would be fucking wild.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, if you choose to live this life, you know, the fictional character life, I didn't choose it; it chose me.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it honestly looks like a rather nice college.
Oh, it was I mean, like the former head of the Secret Service is from there. It's a Benedictine Catholic college with cheeseburgers. And yeah, no, it's a really, really nice place. I mean, I met so many candidates there, and yeah, it's a legit it's a very nice school. I had no business being there.
So, what is it? Is it a what kind of community college are you going to, Skull?
John Tyler.
John Tyler. Is it like a religious one or what?
It's just a regular college. Like, well, they have basically all their schools in their pocket.
Okay, that's fair. What about you, Mickey? Did you end up going to college?
Yeah, I went to community college for a couple of years. I took front office medical assisting because I don't know, I'm weird. I don't get grossed out necessarily. I'm not like squeamish when it comes to looking at things that are kind of gross, but like doing the actual act of like puncturing somebody with a needle to draw blood, absolutely fucking not. No, can't do it. No, I can't do that. I just can't do it.
So you'd be down for like doing the office stuff, right?
Yeah, and I use that. You know, I'm just an office temp right now, but I'm trying to get a job in data entry.
Yeah.
It's kind of why I like doing that kind of work.
Hell yeah, yeah. Now I remember because you were the one you and I are always talking about horror movies, so I'm not surprised to be like, I don't buy the gross stuff. Like, yeah, no, I bet, same. I like gore. I can't help it.
I like gross stuff, and I cannot lie.
I do though. I like horror movies and gore and that kind of stuff. I can't help it. I like it.
Sorry about that.
You wouldn't know anything about that, Skull Maggot 99?
Well, I know a little too much.
Oh.
He knows how to identify dead things.
I'm a huge horror.
Me too.
Yeah, but well, I mean, last time he was on the show. You were off doing something, and I think it was like I was holding a job interview or something. I said, "Name some of your skills," and he can identify dead things.
Oh.
Is that right, Skull?
Bring that back up.
Oh, okay. Because it was a funny bit. I enjoyed it.
Visitor Q for the win. Yeah, I tormented quite a few people with Visitor Q one movie night. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we got Jeff to watch Troll 2 recently too.
Yeah, that was life changing.
Go watch Troll 2.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was one of those things where like everybody says that it's a really good, awesome, bad movie, and you're like, oh, okay, no, I'd love to see it. Yeah, sure. And then, but you don't think it's really gonna live up to hype, and then you watch it, and you're like, wow, that was even better than I thought it was going to be. It was a great movie.
Have you
tried Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Oh, sure, that's a classic. Hell yeah. That's why I thought that's one of the movies where I was like, that's weird that I haven't seen Troll 2 because I've seen Killer Clowns. Like, that's very much the same kind of genre.
Yeah. You know, we never found out what happened to Popcorn Boy, did we?
I don't think so.
He just like, everybody else got like eaten or destroyed. Spoilers, by the way. Except Popcorn Boy, he just got to bang the witch when she was in Elvira mode. Good for him.
I know.
True winner of the film.
Yeah. Let's see. I like it when it's grotesque, like Ichi the Killer. Anything by Takashi Miike is well, okay, no, hang on. That's not fair of me to say. Not everything by Takashi Miike is great, but all of his ultra violence, his horror, are really, really good. When he started getting into like doing dramas, I got really upset because I thought I was gonna watch a Takashi Miike movie, and then all of a sudden it was very, very, very dull.
We lost Mickey.
I know.
Can I get your guys' opinion?
On what?
from back then and now, what do you think of Rob Zombie?
Rob Zombie films? Ooh. You go ahead first, Nick.
Goth kid masturbation. Pseudo cinematic. Like if Tarantino wasn't a good filmmaker and only liked shitty horror movies, that's Rob Zombie as a film.
Oh wow, okay, let's go back up. Popped. I would say the original movies that Rob Zombie put out, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, I think were good. If a bit, I mean, House of a Thousand Corpses is really something special. It is, because it's not quite really like anything you've seen before. But Devil's Rejects reminded me too much stylistically of very specific genre pieces in the early 2000s. Things like the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake of The Hills of Ice.
The one with
McConaughey? He wasn't in one of those, was he?
He was. Oh, if you've never seen that one, Matthew McConaughey's walking around with vacuum parts strapped to his hips and his leg, and because he's like some kind of weird cripple, and yeah, he's one of the family.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was getting vibes like that too. But the reason why I asked, they're working. Well, I think the trailer's out now from 3 from Hell.
3.
Yeah.
Wait. Hang on. What was? Because you cut out just a little bit. What was the name of it?
The 3 from Hell.
That's right.
Yeah.
3 from Hell.
It'll be remembered as old man yells at Rotten Tomatoes. I bet.
Well, okay. 3 from Hell is coming out. The problem is, all right. I didn't really care about his Halloween or his Halloween 2. They were fine. They were decent enough entries into the Halloween series, but I don't really like the Halloween series, to be honest. I know that fucks some people up, but I really don't like it. 31 was awful. And honestly, the one that really killed it for me was The Lords of Salem. That movie was so fucking bad. It was so fucking bad. And I really don't mean to be cruel to Sherry Moon Zombie because she's an incredible bass player, but she looks like an old man. And she can't act. She never could act. The only thing she really had going for her was that, she's this
baby.
Yeah, she was mega hot, and you're like, okay, I can forgive the fact that you can't act because you're mega hot. And now she looks like an elderly person.
Well, that's kind of the problem, right? Is so like we got the Kiss Halloween movie, and then we got movies with Dennis Rodman, and then all of a sudden everyone thought like entertainment crossover was the thing anyone could do. But no, you can't be Dennis Rodman.
Right.
Sherry Zombie. You can't be, because he is, for one thing, black. He's a tall black man with hair that looks like a tennis ball.
Very, 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 okay, all right. Very observant.
And that's a fact. I'm all about them facts tonight. This is how we're going to fix America, is with facts.
So, I mean, I guess I might be willing to give 3 from Hell a shot. But the last 2 movies that he's put out have been so unbelievably bad.
Here's a funny thing. Let me ask everyone, because we got Mickey back now too. So let's say in a hypothetical world that we were all people who would pirate movies. Hypothetically speaking. Do you think you would notice a time in which there are movies that you might watch if they're on a streaming service, but would not go to the trouble of pirating?
The Hills Have Eyes.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just noticing. It just occurred to me that it's like, wow, that's an actual metric. You'll watch a terrible movie that you're curious about on a streaming service because it's free, even though you pay for it.
Right.
But you won't steal it because that takes time.
Yeah, you don't even want to spend the time on some of these movies. Yeah.
Rubber.
It's interesting. What about you, Mickey? Do you commit online crime?
I used to when I was, I don't know,
Like a long time ago.
funds were, yeah, a long
Like
time ago, but
statute of limitations, long time ago.
yeah, we're a while ago. My partner does, and he's perfectly content to do so because he has a nice computer. He has his office, and he can he's got a nice screen, and he can play movies all day long, all of his shows all day long, all he wants. But I have
When
a
it was
nice
more acceptable.
I have a sound system in my living room. I have a recliner. I got a nice TV. I pay for my stuff because I can pretty much pick at random any movie I want, and it's there, and I can watch it on a nice screen with surround sound and cable and
And not have to
no
sit in the theater
no
with old people.
forget the theater, dude. There's only like a certain kind of movie that I'll go to the theater for. Most of them are big blockbuster, Marvel movies or what have you. That's
Sure.
that kind of stuff.
It's like I'll go.
Like the movie you have to go see.
Right, like something you have to see on the big screen, like
something
we
about
just-
Mary 2, right? Can't wait for that in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, really? Is that actually a thing?
I have. It's taking every ounce of strength in me to not drag that joke out more, but no, it's not.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I killed your joke.
No, the joke was dead on
like-
arrival.
Like we just watched, Godzilla on the big.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, and they're all gone.
Are they? Okay. Well, you know what? It's about
The
the
hell
time
just happened?
anyway. I tell you what, Skull Maggot and Mickey, please by all means DM me on Discord with what you'd like to shill or promote or put out there into the world. I mean, it's about that time, and I was gonna have to be like, okay, well, let's go one at a time. But instead, just DM me.
Yeah, we're also going into like overtime here. We're impinging on I'm sure somebody's time slot because. Nope, not gonna mention it. Thanks, Ben. No, shit. There, God, slipped out. I was thinking though, I want to make a bronze statue of Ben Shapiro standing on several phone books with the plaque honoring it as the Statue of Limitations.
Oh, okay.
It was gonna be a disabilities joke, but instead I'd just infer disabilities by saying that he's short.
Holy shit, that is Matthew McConaughey. I am shocked. Texas
Apparently-
Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation from 1994.
Yeah. Apparently Viggo Mortensen was in one too.
Yeah. Crispy Jen, thank you very much for that one. I appreciate you. Dirty Centrist, subscribe for tier 1. And we get some pinkies up at the chat for the Dirty Centrist. Crab90 says, you know what's going to save America? Weed, when it's finally legalized in every state.
Dirty Santrez, I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Santraz.
Dirty Sandra. What? What's wrong? Why won't you talk to me? Shut up.
I'm just seeing Sandra Bernhard now.
Listen. All right. Anyway, so there was a show. It was a show of much show and showing magnitude.
Technically true.
Oh, don't be sad. I'm in a good
I'm not
mood.
sad.
Oh,
No,
okay, good.
I was stating it as a matter of fact. It's a logical fact.
Oh, Mickey, thank you so much for the biddies. Appreciate you. But yeah, you and Skull Maggot both, please send me your recommendations to put into the link, and I'll make sure that gets sent out. But we will see you guys on Friday. I will actually be here this time. That will be great. With Miss Olyve Gardyns.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So that's a surprise to me.
Yeah, no, and it's the next weekend is when I'll be in VidCon.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Bye, everybody.
I will make a fuck up of that show. You can believe that. I'm gonna go and review Goop.
You're gonna go and review Goop while I'm at VidCon.
Make it very clear that I'm a man. I'm gonna say I haven't had this much fun since I bathed in talcum powder and egg yolks.
Oh my.
I battered myself and laid out in the sun and became Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, shit, man. That's fucking ridiculous. Okay, all right.
How he happened.
Uh-huh.
Listen, Marv doesn't turn into overweight, over-tan Steven Tyler without a little chemical help, if you know what I mean.